Hello, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., aka Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider if you don't hablo español, and I am super excited to announce the Art of Reading Price Section 30-day bootcamp. Now I know you may be wondering, well, Tim, we just had the Art of Reading Price Section mentorship. What's the difference between the mentorship and the bootcamp? Well, unlike the mentorship, this is a month-long bootcamp for up to 20 people where I will be dedicating the entire month of January to share my understanding of the ICT concepts and how to use them on a day-to-day basis. Not only will I just be sharing my understanding of the ICT concepts, but once you're inside the private Discord, you'll have access to weekly Q&As, you'll have access to weekly homework reviews, you'll have access to at least 14 tape reading sessions, and you'll have access to the private Discord for up to 6 months after the boot camp ends. And at the end of the boot camp, each individual that's inside the boot camp will have an opportunity to schedule and conduct a 1-hour one-on-one coaching session with myself. Now, the boot camp will be broke down into 4 phases. Phase 1 will be a revamp of the Art of Reading Price Section educational material. Phase 2 will begin our tape reading sessions. And phase 3, we will move into developing strategies for those that are unable to develop their own strategy. I will work with you to come up with a strategy that fits your trader identity or your trading style. And phase 4 will be a combination of tape reading, Q&As, and we will start to schedule the one-on-one coaching sessions for everyone involved. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes. How much does it cost? Well, the Art of Reading Price Action Bootcamp will go on sale beginning December 1st, 2024 for the price of $1,000. But if you are a current member of the Gang, you have a special discount code inside the Discord right now, which you can use up until December 25th to get 75% off that $1,000. So it will be $250 for any current Gang members if you use the code that's inside the Discord. Now, for everyone else, you have a discount code for 50% off that's good until December the 14th. And that discount code is SPIDER50. Again, for everyone that's not a member of the Spider Gang Discord already, your discount code is SPIDER50 and it's good for 50% off, and you can use that coupon code up until December the 14th. Now, it's first come, first serve. It's only available for up to 20 people. So once it's gone, it's gone. Take advantage of it today, and I hope to see you on the inside. Again, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., aka Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider if you don't hablo español. Y'all be safe out here in these trade streets, man. Go. What's going on, Spice? I ain't see Spice. I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays. You hear me? We over there on YouTube, Spice, and we on TikTok. You already know it's the new TLR. And TikTok is the new TLR too. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on either one of those, or just sit here and look at my ugly mug on Instagram. What's going on, everybody? What's happening, man? Look here. If this first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow your boy to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome, but give you a nice hearty well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., aka Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider if you don't hablo español. And today, we're just going to talk about the charts, man. Why are we talking about the charts? I'm just going to regurgitate any thought that I had last night. I'm just going to regurgitate it all because, you know, when I be talking to the mentees, talking to the gang, talking to people on YouTube, hey, man, my thing saying something crazy over here. Hey, can y'all see me good on YouTube? Hopefully y'all can see me good on YouTube. And for those who don't know, we live streaming on the the Tick of the Talks now. We on TikTok and YouTube. So y'all pull up on either one of them, right? What's up, Shonister? What we going to be talking about today? Today is December the 14th. What's significant about December the 14th? Gang, y'all know what's significant about December the 14th? Huh? What's going on with December? What does December the 14th represent? Huh? What is it, gang? What is it? What does December the 14th represent? You don't know? You give up? I'm also inside the Discord. If anybody want to pull up in the Discord, I'm in the Discord in the I Stay Popped Up channel. If anybody want, I thought I was. Yes. I'm in the Discord in the I Stay Popped Up channel. Right? If anybody want to pull up in the Discord and holler at your boy. Y'all don't know what the 14th represents? Here, let me tell you. There you go, Shonister. Last day for non-gang members to get into the boot camp for 50% off. The discount code is SPYDER50. 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 The last day for non-gang members to get the 50% off to get into the 30-day boot camp. The Art of Reading Price Action boot camp. Right? If you are an individual who is, let me go full screen for this one here. If you are an shout out my brother for hooking me up with the marathon mystery box. This one of the shirts that came in there. This the Crenshaw t-shirt. Remember, if the tag don't say marathon, run a lap, that Crenshaw hoodie, that Crenshaw crew that you got on, it's a knockoff. You hear me? Right? Shout out my brother for hooking me up with the mystery box. This one of the shirts out of the mystery box. You know what I'm saying? The Crenshaw. Not sponsored by Crenshaw, but I just looked up and seen I didn't have on a Spider Gang shirt. I had on my Crenshaw tee. Right? Anyway, right? What is the boot camp? Anybody, if you are a trader, you can be a day trader, you could be a swing trader, you can be a long-term investor, you can be a scalper, whatever it is. If you deal with the charts, you need to understand how and why price moves, right? If you understand how and why price moves, then you can use that information to, you can apply it to your trading endeavors. All right, so what I'm doing for the entire month of January, I'm doing a boot camp. On my YouTube page, I got a playlist called The Art of Reading Price Action. It's 19 or 20 videos, right? You can go through them videos at your own leisure, look at all the information, do the homework, you know what I'm saying? Study, back test, and you'll be good to go, right? What I'm doing for the month of January, I'm doing the Art of Reading Price Action boot camp. Right, I'm getting all of the sales pitch stuff out the way. We're gonna go talk about the charts in a minute. I'm fun to give you some value for sitting through my infomercial here. Right, so I'm phase one. I'm redoing all the educational videos. I say educational because it's just me sharing my understanding of how to read price using the ICT concepts. Right. So I'm going to go through the educational part. It's going to be all new training videos using slides, just like the Art of Reading Price Action. But it's going to be, you're going to be there with me live for each educational video. Monday through Friday, we doing something Monday through Friday, unless it's a holiday or unless I got something going on with my family for the whole month of January, Monday through Friday, right? So we're going to phase one, we're going to be doing the educational part. Right? You're going to be right there with me while I go through the educational part. You can ask questions right then, and then you still got to do the homework. You ain't got to rush through the homework because we're doing something every day, but you got to do the homework. Right? Phase two, we're going to be doing our tape reading. Right? We're going to live tape read, and I ain't trying to put you in no trades with the stuff that we learned. We're going and we're looking for it in price every day, watching it play out every day, and we're trying to get an understanding of how and why price moves. Phase three, we're going to start developing entry model. Like if you don't know how to make your own entry model, I'm going to help you make an entry model that makes sense in the way you understand price. What PD arrays you see, what you see easy. Anything you're struggling with, kick it to the side. Whatever you see easy, we're going to focus on what works for you, right? And then phase 4, we're going to start moving it to scheduling the one-on-one coaching calls, because after the boot camp over, each person in the boot camp get a 1-hour coaching call with me to fine-tune anything, that any leftover lingering doubts or wonders or fears that's left over after the boot camp. We're going to hash that out in the one-on-one. And then if you're not in the gang, then you get to stay in the private Discord with me and the gang for 6 months. So up until the end of July, after the boot camp ends. Right? Now, today's the last day to get 50% off with the code SPIDER50. If you're not in the gang, it'll be $500 with the code SPIDER50. If you're in the gang, your coupon code for 75% off that's inside the Discord, that's good into Christmas. Now, let's go over here and look at the charts, and let's just talk about some stuff that be like questions I be getting when it comes to price. Let's just talk about some stuff. Let me give y'all stuff. And if you on the ticket of talks, if it's anybody that's over there on TikTok, welcome, man. This is only my second time trying to stream live on TikTok. Yesterday was the test, and it went pretty good, I think. If you over there on TikTok, welcome, man. Welcome to the gang, man. Pull on up. Oh, and then I'll let y'all know about the, if you missed the 50% off and you still want to get in for Oh, and gang, if you don't want to participate and you want to, gift it to one of your friends or family, you can use your 75% off code for your friends or family. Like if you got a cousin or a homegirl or a homeboy or an uncle or auntie that want to get into the boot camp, you think it'd be good for them, you can use your 75% off. Just let me know who they are. So I won't be like, hey, Joe Schmo, how you get this code? Let me know who they are. Now, man, let's go over there and pull up the charts and just talk about some stuff that be coming up from time to time. Talk about some stuff that be coming up from time to time. All right. I don't know how many, it don't show me how many people still be there on TikTok, but it said 43 people viewed it. And I don't know how TikTok work. I don't know if they just pop in and leave. You know what I'm saying? But if there's anybody over there, what's happening, man? Holla at your boy. And if you don't know what my TikTok is, it's the new TLR. That's what I am on TikTok. The new TLR on TikTok, the new TLR on Instagram, the new TLR on Twitter, the new TLR on YouTube. Everything is the new TLR. What, Tim? What's the TLR? Timothy Lee Rogers. That's what the TLR is. The new Timothy Lee Rogers, baby. You hear me? All right. Now, one of the things that I get asked the most when it comes to price, and I have to pull out my old friend, Monsieur Crystal Ball. I got to pull out when people ask me stuff that, like, nobody's going to know when it comes to price, I pull out my old crystal ball, right? And I ask my old crystal ball, because when it comes to price action, right? Nobody 100% knows what's going to happen next, right? Nobody 100% knows what's going to happen next. Well, Tim, if you're saying nobody knows what's going to happen next, how can you say that we can predict what's going to happen? Because trading is a game of probabilities. Right? What makes it a game of probabilities? Because there are hands that rock the cradle, right? There are unseen hands that rock the cradle. Now, price action is ran by an algorithm, right? An algorithm is going to leave little signatures behind for itself, like Hansel and Gretel. When they walk through the forest and they dropping breadcrumbs, so they'll know how to get back somewhere. It's going to leave little signatures behind, but there's a hand that rocks the cradle, and that hand can go in at any time and press the button and stop the algorithm from doing what it's supposed to do, right? And how does it do it? They stop it and they hold it within a range. But here's the gag, right? Even when they're holding the algorithm in a range, the algorithm can only do what the algorithm knows how to do. So in that range that is being held in, the algorithm is going to leave signatures in that range. And if you know how to read those signatures, if you choose to engage in this little tight range, you still can be successful because the algorithm can only do what the algorithm knows how to do, right? And it's up to you to learn how to identify the signatures. You'd be like, Tim, what did you just say? I think you put the emphasis on the wrong syllable of that word. So, right, when people be asking me, what is price going to do next? You know what my answer is? All right, gang. If somebody asks me, what is price going to do next? What is my answer? Besides getting the crystal ball and hitting them with the crystal ball, what is my answer if somebody asks me, what is price going to do next? Gang. Somebody tell me. Y'all take too long to type. Get in the Discord and talk to me. Y'all take too long to type. Nobody's going to answer. Deborah, Lump, Shia, Hines, Shonista. What's going on, Lorraine? Welcome back, Lorraine. Lorraine, we just talk about the charts. We just talk about the charts, Lorraine. Since don't nobody wanna answer me. Since don't nobody want, I hope I say something. I hope I say something like super deep in this right here. Cause if don't nobody answer me, I'm deleting the whole video when I get finished. Price is going to do what price does. Okay. If somebody asks me if I know where price is going next, I simply tell them I don't know. I don't know where price is going next, right? You know the scariest thing in the world when it comes to trading? This hard right edge right over there. Because you don't know what's coming around that corner with 100% certainty. That cold right edge over there, that's a scary place. But if you learn that was too easy, Timothy. Price is going to do what price does, right? Going back here, I say, I don't know what price going when they ask me that. If you learn how to look back at what price has done, you learn how to look for signatures, right? And then you look for those signatures, and those signatures will give you an idea that if Uncle Jerome don't come in and press that button to hold the algorithm in a range or stop it from doing something, then you know that if price does this, then it should do that, right? And it can be with anything. It's just the case of where I'm just looking at this, right? I'm saying, okay, I see a signature. I see consolidation. I see expansion. I see reversal, right? So if price does consolidation, expansion, reversal, right? If price does this, right? Now, y'all give me the next two steps. Gang. Give me the next two steps that should happen if price does consolidation, expansion, reversal. What's the next two things that should happen, gang? I sure wish there you go, retrace and deliver, right? Shout out M. Rich, shout out Kashaya, shout out Tish. Where's my freaking Discord so I get my sound, right? There you go. Shout out everybody that, let me put this over here. Right? Shout out everybody that pulled up with the hard-hitting answers, man. They pulled up with the hard-hitting answers. Trying to get this stuff. Oh, that's all if I can take that? Oh, no, that ain't gonna work. I gotta put this over here. All right. So why? Because if price does this, and in this case, this is consolidation, expansion, reversal, right? If Uncle Rome don't come in and hit the button to stop price, it should retrace and then deliver, acting algorithmically. Well, Tim, how do you know that? Because we have these things that, you know what I'm saying, us in the gang have coined as curd, right? And curd, right? These little things that we coined there, right? What is that? Consolidation, expansion, retracement, deliver, right? Consolidation, expansion, reversal, retracement, deliver, right? These are the only way algorithm is going to deliver price. That's the only thing it can do, right? Because guess what? The algorithm, the price is either going to consolidate, move side to side, right? It's going to go up. That's a type of expansion. It's going to go down. That's a type of expansion. Those are the only ways price can move, side to side, up or down, right? So if you identify when it's going side to side, right? When you identify when it's going down, right? That's what? A type of expansion, right? And then if it turn around and go the other way, that's a type of expansion. But if it go all the way the other way, it's either a reversal, a retracement, or, you know what I'm saying? So you got a reversal or retracement. And then once you get all the way to the opposite side, oh, now it's a reversal. And then you're going to look for the retracement to the delivery, right? You just identifying signatures, right? You identify signatures. So once you see a signature, then you say, oh, I know what that is. Let me decide when I want to participate. How do you know when you're going to participate? By identifying more signatures, right? Everything starts from the higher time frame, right? Right? So let's go up to a higher time frame. Let's go all the way up to a monthly time frame. We're going to go to a 1 month time frame, right? We're going to go up here to a 1 month time frame. Let me turn off all of this stuff off my chart. All right, taking everything. What is this right here? First presentation, don't need that. All right, turn all this off. Okay. 1 month chart, right? So, Tim, I have trouble. I have trouble with determining what the bias is, right? I have trouble determining what the bias is. Stop overcomplicating it. Stop overcomplicating it. Squanch up your chart. For those that's not in the gang, you don't know what squanch mean, right? When you come into your chart, if you got it all spread out like this right here, and you just see a couple candles, squanch is doing this, right? Bringing everything in, push it back, right? And bring as much deep. This is a monthly chart, so it ain't gonna show much, right? Like if we go to the continuous contract, you'll see a whole lot more, right? We'll go to the continuous contract and boom, right? Squanch it up like this right here. These are monthly candles right here, right? These are monthly candles right there. And if I was to show this, right? If I was to show this to my 2-year-old great niece and say, hey baby, which way is this chart going? She'll say up. She'll say it's going up, right? Is this chart going up or down? It's going up. When price is going up, guess what that means? It's bullish. It's just that simple, right? It's just that simple. Squanch up your chart and look at it. Which way is it going? It's going up, right? So you see it's going up. Now, you know, oh, my monthly time frame is bullish. At that point right there, now you have a decision to make, right? Do I only want to trade in the direction of the trend, or am I going to take advantage of counter trend opportunities? You have to make that decision. That decision has to be made, right? And Tim, what's taking advantage of counter trend opportunities? That means the price action is bullish, but you are willing to take opportunities to sell, going against the trend. That's all it is. And if price action is bearish, You're willing to take opportunities of going against the trend by buying. You make that decision right there. But trying to figure out the bias, just squanch up the chart and look at it. Now, we know our monthly time frame is bullish, right? So now the monthly time frame is bullish. And then we say, okay, the monthly time frame is bullish. Then so you zoom, you go down in time. The weekly time frame, looking at the weekly time frame, the overall long term of the weekly is bullish also. For this, right, is the long term is bullish, right? And then the near, right? The lower you go in time, right? The more you start to focus on what is the near term doing. Because that's going to let you know which side of the, you know what I'm saying, for the shorter term trades, which side of the markets you want to be on, right? So we're looking at the nearer term, the overall nearer term of the week time frame is still bullish. Hey, the weekly time frame is bullish. Y'all hold on while I sip some of this high quality H2O. I'm yelling. Whew. That's some high quality H2O right there. Right? So the near term is bullish. Right? There you go. Go down to the daily. Right? The daily time frame. Looking at the daily time frame, we already know the longer term is bullish. Why? Because the higher term is bullish. The higher time frames are bullish. Excuse me. The higher time frames are bullish. So we know the long term bias is bullish, right? So you come and look at the shorter span, right? Go back as far as you want to go, a month, a week, 2 weeks, how far back you want to go. But if we go back, right, even if we come here, right, and come from the last trading day, and then we look here, we go back, we can say this right here is 18 days back, right? Right? And this right here, this is a whole trading month right here. If we can go back a whole trading month there, that's like over 20 something trading days, right? So we looking back over a month. This is like 2 months, right? Coming back over 2 months, right? We can see that on the daily time frame, right? This asset has been bullish, right? Bullish. It's been bullish. So if you can see on this longer term, long time aspect of this asset here, you can see that it's bullish, right? On a long-term basis, you don't have to come in every day saying, what's the bias? Hey, 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 what's the bias? You ain't got to keep coming every day saying that. You ain't got to come every day saying that. Why? Because once you figure it out on the higher time frame, right? And you decide, okay, I'm only going to trade with the overall bias, right? You don't have to keep trying to figure out what it is every single day, right? It is what it is until it changes. You see what I'm saying? So don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it a big deal. Don't make it this big thing where you got to know where every little tick is going to go every little second. Let the algorithm give you the signatures and follow them. Okay? Now, just understand that. Now, one very important thing when it comes to being any kind of trader, swing trader, a day trader, a scalper, anything. One of the most important things you need to understand is order flow, right? You got to understand order flow. Now, don't get caught up with like a whole bunch of fancy, smancy, like people be trying to get you, the order flow is this, and it's this little indicator you can see, and you can pay extra money to get order flow on the side. And this order flow ain't nothing but, is the market in a buy program or is it in a sell program? That's all it is. That's all it is. Right? You get all these people trying to sell you these little fancy smancy little indicators. And if you pay for this data, we can show you where the orders are resting, and we can see that it's 200 orders here, and this and this and this. Man, is the market in a buy program or a sell program? Right? Now, what's a buy program? Right? Gang. Somebody give me the characteristics of a buy program. What do we want to see price do in a buy program? Somebody say it or type it in the chat. Right? Give me some characteristics of a buy program. Right? Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Price respecting discount PD arrays. Price respecting down close candles. Right? All right. Price. See. Respect. Discount. PD arrays. Right? Respect. Down close candles. Right? Respect discount PD arrays. Right? And down close candles. Right? Very good. And then since it's respecting the discount PD arrays and respecting the down close candles, you also want to see it pushing through premium PD arrays, right? And push through premium PD arrays and push through up closed candles. All right? Those are the characteristics of a buy program. All right? And then the sell program is just the opposite. All right? The sell program is just the opposite. All right, come here. Cut that. Paste that. That. Cut that. Paste that. All right. Just the opposite. Then the sell program is just the opposite. Right? Right there. So in a buy program, right, you want to see price respect discount PD arrays and respect down close candles. And you want to see it push through premium PD arrays and push through up close candles. Right? Then the sell program, you want to see price respect premium PD arrays and respect up close candles. And push through discount PD arrays and push through down close candles. Right? As simple as that. That's all order flow is. That's all you need to understand. You don't have to worry about, hey, I see a somebody bidding 100 lots. I see somebody bidding 200 lots. It's 50 lots here. It's 50. Who cares? Because who can tell me how many contracts it takes to move price from, how many contracts does it take to move price from 18,570.50 up to 21,900, right? How many contracts does it take to move price from 18,570.50 to 21,900? 900 even. How many contracts does it take to move price from there to there? Anybody? Anybody? Give me your wildest guess. How many contracts does it take?
My wildest guess gonna be one contract.
One. That's it. Shout out Lump for pulling up with the hard hitting answer. All it takes is one contract. One person willing to pay $21,900 for something that's selling at $18,570. All it takes is one person to say, I'll pay that for that, and price will move from there to there. That's all it takes. One contract. So I don't care how many lots is resting here, how many lots is resting there. All I want to know is price in a buy program or is price in a sell program, right? Once you identify that, you're on your way to make that decision of, do I want to trade in the direction of the bias, the overall bias, or do I want to use opportunities to trade against the grain, right? It's up by looking at different signatures. Now, we understand what the buy and sell program is. Now, let's look at it on the chart, right? Let's look at it on the chart. And price is fractal, so it don't matter what time frame you look at. You can look at any time frame. This is a daily time frame that we're looking at right here, right? We said that price was bullish, right? If price is bullish, you want to participate in the market when price is in a buy program, right? If price is bullish, you want to participate when it's in a buy program. And when it's in a buy program, that's when, when it's in a buy program, that means price is going up. That means price is respecting discount PD arrays and pushing through premium PD arrays, right? So without even trying to look at every PD array on the chart, we're just going to squanch it up so that we can only see, right? We can only see highs and lows. We can only see swing points, right? So if we come way back over here, right? Way back over here, we see price, right, is in a buy program there. Price is bullish right here, right? Price is bullish, right? So we looking over here, and as you notice, right, as price is coming up, when we pull down, right, in this little section there, it switched to a sell program, right? How do we know that? Because we were coming here, we was pushing through highs, and respecting lows, the lows being the discount PD arrays, the highs being the premium PD arrays. We were pushing through highs and respecting lows. Here, we was pushing through lows and respecting highs. Here, we're pushing through highs and respecting lows, right? Y'all can see it there, right? You can see the different buy and sell programs happening inside this overall move right here. Now, you said, Tim, you said the whole thing was bullish. It is, because look at it, it's going up. So when you break it down into price legs, right? This price leg right here, this overall price leg right there, right? If you start from the lowest point of it to the highest point of it, right? You went up. This is bullish, right? So in the short term, you switch to a sell program. So at this point here, you could be using your expertise to participate in trading against the grain because it's moving to a sell program. But the overall bias is bullish. So when you come back and take out this internal liquidity below these internal swing lows inside this move, right? What does price do? It switches back to a buy program, right? And it takes us all the way up to here, right? So you could be participating in longs there. If you're skilled enough, you can participate in shorts here, or you can just sit on your hands and wait until it gives you the signature that is ready to go back up and then start participating in longs again. Right? Same thing happens again. It comes back down, takes out the internal liquidity, and switches back to a buy program. Right? If you know how to, you can participate in shorts here, right? Inside this sell program, or you can wait and participate in the longs here, and it takes us to there, right? Then we get into a little high resistance there, but you can see it's still doing it. And if you notice, right, all of this here, from this point there, all the way up to here, Price was in a complete buy program and it never took out a low. Keep going. See, it never took out a low. Keep going. It never took out a low. Just keep going. And then when it switched to a sell program right here, what did it do? Took out that low, took out that low, took out that low, took out that low, took out that low. Right? Took out all the internal liquidity, and then it switched back to what? A buy program. Right? So if you know how to, you could have taken advantage of trading against the grain during this time, or you just sit on your hands and wait for price to give you signatures that is ready to go back up and then participate in the buy program again. Right? All thing you need to know is it in a buy program or a sell program? And once you identify which one it's in, then you can make that decision. Remember what I said, you know it's bullish. And you got to make a decision. Do I want to only trade bullish, or do I want to take advantage of some opportunities to trade against the grain? And then once you see if we're in a buy program and a sell program, then you can make that decision based off of what the price is telling you. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it difficult. Don't stress yourself out. It's as simple as that. Buy programs, sell programs, right? That's it. That's it. Right? Now, let's touch on one other thing, and then we're going to get out of here, right? One other thing, then we're going to get out of here. Because we just came to talk about this the last day to get 50% off of the price action boot camp. It's going to be for the whole month of January, right? 50% off. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. The code is SPYDER50, SPYDER 50, right? If you feel like it's something that you can benefit from, holla at your boy, right? Let's talk about another thing that throws people for a loop, right? Market maker buy and market maker sell models, right? See these little shapes right there I just drew? It's as simple as that, in its simplest form, right? You have a market maker buy model when price moves like this. And then you got market maker sell models when price moves like that, right? In its simplest form, that's what it is, right? When you look at price move like this, that's a market maker sell model. We started here, we went up, we came down, right? When you see price move like this, that's a market maker buy model. We started here, we came down, and we went up, right? Market maker buy model, market maker sell model, right? Now, there are plenty nuances to the market maker buy model and market maker sell model, right? But the best way to trade a market maker buy model or market maker sell model is to trade it when you're on the right side of the model, right? If you can identify that I'm on the right side of a market maker sell model, what should I be doing? I should be looking for sales, right? Because I'm on the right side of a market maker sell model, right? Am I going to get a sale every day? Am I going to get a sale every hour? Am I going to get a sale every minute? You probably won't. But if you can identify that I'm on the right side of a market maker sell model, then you should be looking for sales, right? If you can identify that you're on the right side of a market maker buy model, then you should be looking for buys, right? How can you identify when you're on the right side of the market maker model? Let's come back here, right? Let's come back to there, right there, right? We're going to move price back to there, right? And we're looking at price, and when you see price give you certain signatures, right? You have an initial consolidation over here where price consolidated there. Then when we start expanding, you got an area of accumulation here. You got an area of accumulation there, right? And then you got an area where you look like you might be topping out, right? And this area where you think you're topping out, you start to wonder, hey, is that my smart money reversal, right? Is that my smart money reversal right there? I don't know. But what signatures can let you know that that is your smart money reversal, right? Well, when you come down here, and once you break past this last area of accumulation that's going up, once you break down there, right, and you start to respect PD arrays, premium PD arrays, right? Right? Because here you see we're in a buy program, right? Right? We come down here, we push above, right? We got a bullish breaker there. Price trades back down into that bullish breaker, respects it. Trades up. We got down close candles there. We're respecting those down close candles. We're respecting those down close candles. Price push up. We got discount PD arrays down there. We trade back down. We're respecting those discount PD arrays, right? Price push back up. Right, we're respecting these down close candles. We're not pushing back below them. Price is in a buy program right there. Right, then we come over here and we know, is this our smart money reversal? Well, we're pushing down. Right, we start to push down. I don't have anything. Then we get down here and then we start respecting premium PD arrays and respecting up close candles. Then you can say, hey, we've switched to a sell program and we've broken below the last area of accumulation. So now this probably was our smart money reversal, and we can very likely be on the right side of a market maker sell model. And if I'm on the right side of a market maker sell model, I should be looking for reasons to sell until I get back over here to my initial consolidation. Because with a market maker model, the algorithm will accumulate or generate liquidity, right? Manipulate it to another area of liquidity to then turn around and come back and attack that area that it generated in the beginning. That's the purpose of the market maker models. Make liquidity, manipulate it either higher or lower, then go back and take the liquidity that it generated in the beginning. All right? So once you realize where you are in the market maker model, that can help you decide, am I going to wait until I get bullish signatures to participate because the overall market is bullish, or am I going to take what I know and participate in the short-term bearish bias because I see that I'm in a market maker sell model and I'm going to I'm going to take the opportunity to participate and trade in against the grain until I come back to the initial consolidation, right? And let's put a little bit more meat on the bone and see, oh my goodness, this stuff works, right? And for anybody who's not part of the gang, just pulling in and say, hey, he's just cherry picking that gang. Did we not talk about this exact move? Oh, yes, we did. Why? Because this thing works. Hey, man, today is the last day for non-gang members to get 50% off with the code SPIDER50. Right? If you feel like, hey, I feel like I can learn something from this guy. Oh, hold on. If you feel like, hey, I could pick up something from this guy. Right? The whole month of January, we're going to be doing something every day. Phase 1 is going to be the educational portion, right? The educational portion where we're going over, you know what I'm saying, how to figure out what a PD arrays, you know what I'm saying, how does price deliver, how does IPTA do this, we're going to go through all the learning part, right? Then we're going to read the tape. We're going to do tape reading. Then we're going to try to help you develop entry models if you don't know how to develop your own. Then we're going to, have a combination of it all. Then we're going to start scheduling the one-on-one consultations. Then for 6 months after the boot camp in January, you're still in the gang, hanging out for the weekly Q&As that we do, hanging out for the random pop-ups that we do. You know what I'm saying? Just be part of the family up until the end of July for 6 months after that, unless you decide, hey, I want to join the gang permanently and join the monthly subscriptions on YouTube, right? That's all I got, man. Who got something for me? Right? Who got something for me? Do anybody got anything for me? Or y'all ready to call it? Do anybody got anything for me? Shout out my brother again for the marathon 5-shirt mystery box. I got 4 t-shirts and a hoodie.
Nothing. Man, you got 10 t-shirts in the hoodie.
You say 10 t-shirts? I got 4 or 5 t-shirts in the hoodie.
Okay,
Nothing
maybe
from me.
4 shirts in the hoodie.
Nah, cause I don't have an affiliate link for My Funded Futures. I don't have an affiliate link for them. I was thinking about getting one, but I don't have one for them. But My Funded Futures is the best bang for the buck right now. I have an affiliate link for Apex, but I don't have one for My Funded Futures. They the best bang for the buck right now, though. Definitely could learn something. Hey, Lorraine, pull up. Pull up. Link at the top right here. Oh, let me let y'all in on a little secret, right? Let me let y'all in on a little secret. The boot camp is $1,000. Today is the last day to get 50% off if you're not a gang member, right? And the last day that I'm going to say this part right here. If it was me, right, there's a join button around here somewhere. I would hit that join button, right? Sign up to be a Black Spider, right? That's $7.99 a month. Sign up to be a Black Spider, right? And once you get into the Discord, there's an announcement section with a 75% off code. That 75% off code is good until Christmas. And you can get the boot camp for $250. All right. If it was me, that's what I would do. All right. I would do that. I would get it for $250. Because today is the last day that the 50% off code is going to work. Right. If you try it tomorrow, it's not going to work. And it's going to be $1,000. All right. But gang, your code is good until Christmas. Right? Your code is good until Christmas. And I ain't going to talk about that no more. Because, hey, this your chance. We only got 12 slots left. Right? And if you want to do it tomorrow, hey, it's cool. You can come on, but you're going to have to pay $1,000. Kashaya, the consistency rule, right? What the consistency rule is, okay, the best way I can explain it to you is to show it to you. I'm a visual learner, right? I'm a visual learner. So, all right, let me open up this spreadsheet right here. I don't want to back up the document, right? I'm going to open up this spreadsheet right here, and then I'm going to share my screen again. Y'all shout out to class president Kashaya. She's the gang class president. So, okay, we got this spreadsheet right here, and let's just say, My Funded Futures, I think their consistency rule is 40%, right? For which one? Either way it go, My Funded Futures up, like, I got 30% right here because that's Apex consistency rule, right? And then you can put like 40% there, right? So what the consistency rule is, right? One day can't be larger than 40% of your overall profit, right? So let's just say you come in one day. Give me a reasonable goal for you when you're trading. Give me a reasonable goal there, Kashaya, on a day. What's a reasonable goal for a day? What's a reasonable goal for a day? I think My Funded Futures, you got to get to 3,000 to pass it. I don't think they have a consistency rule during the evaluation. But I know they got a consistency rule when you're trying to withdraw if you got a starter plan. All right. Let's not guess. Let's go look at the companies. All right, let's go look at them. All right. We're not gonna. We ain't in the business of guessing. We're not in. And then Apex having an 80% off sale right now for the next 3 days. Even like with my affiliate link that's in the chat, it says 50% off, but if you use it, it's going to give you 80% off because they're doing 80% off right now, right? So for the starter plans, right, looking at the starter plans, so for a 50K starter plan, it's $80 per month, right? It's $80 per month. You get up to 3 contracts. Your daily loss limit is 1,200. Your trailing max is 2,500, and your drawdown is end of day drawdown, right? It's end of day drawdown, and we're gonna talk about that. And there's no activation fee, right? Then you have the no consistency rule on the challenge stage. So there's no consistency rule on the challenge stage, but there is a consistency rule on the sim funded phase. The sim funded is where you get payouts at with my funded futures, right? So you got the challenge, then you got sim funded, and Apex has eval and then PA, right? Let me see here. Do they got some more? It used to be like a one that showed you like all the information. It was one that showed you like all the information. Like it had like the eval rules, the funded rules, and all of that. All of that used to be like side to side, side by side. If for some reason I'm not seeing, let me move it over here just in case it docks me or something like that. Let me see. I'm trying to have it at like all the my funded future. See evaluation funded account. Right, managing funded account. Balance. Daily tips. Funded account parameters. Keep your accounts. Scale. Oh yeah, there's a scaling rule with them. I forgot about that. So when you go into your funded account, you don't just get 3 contracts up front. You only got one. It's a scaling. All right, here goes some more information on it. Right. Starter plans. You must adhere to scaling rules, consistency rule, and withdrawal restrictions. Right. So with the starter plans, the expert plans, you don't have no scaling rules. But you must still adhere to like the guiding conducts. Okay. Do not exceed the maximum end of day trailing loss. Right. That means you follow. Okay. Scaling rule. Follow the scaling rule. Okay. Withdrawal. Okay. Ensure no single days. 40%. Important notes. I'm trying to see what, because I know you start off with 1 contract, and then once you get to a certain target, then you get 2. They ain't giving like all the information here, but they got the, they're not giving all the information here, but it's, you got a scaling rule. But let's talk about the consistency rule, what you was talking about, right? So that's some other stuff you got to remember. Like with Apex, when you go into the PA account, you got the same amount of contracts right off the bat. But with the my funded futures, you start off with 1 contract in the sim funded, and you can't put on more than 1 contract or 10 micros, right? But the Apex, you got the same amount of leverage in both accounts, right? Big orders. So, right, you got to get to, right, you got to get to 3,000. Don't worry about that because it ain't no consistency inside the what's name. Let's go to what they pay out. Funded account. Let me see. Payout. Let me type in payout. All right, first payout. Starter plus. New account. Revamp. No, that's your first payout. I don't want that. Starter plus. I don't want starter plus. See, this is starter. This is starter plus. I don't want starter plus. I want the starter. Cause it's so it's so they sites be so unfriendly. All right, there you go. And I want to say this might have changed a little bit. I think this might have changed a little bit. Let me see. All right, so first 10,000 is yours. After that, 90. Okay. I guess I've been on there too long on Instagram. I've been on here for an hour. Golly. Flexible payout. Starter plans require 5 payouts every 5 winning days with a minimum of 100, 200. Right? Okay, so for it say 100 here, but I think it's 200 now. I think it might have changed, but we're just gonna stick with 100, right? And then expert every 2 weeks. All right, fast payouts within one of the starter payouts process within the buffer zone amounts, right? So 50K is that's your buffer right there. So 2100, right? During the buffer phase, you can withdraw up to 60% of your profits. Any withdrawal will reset the buffer to 0, and the remaining drawdown will be lost. The 1,000 minimum withdrawal applies, right? So you can request payouts of 60% of profit before reaching the buffer zone minimum 1,000. The remaining 40% stays your account to support further trading. Okay. So this is your buffer, right? So you got a $2,100 buffer, right? So if you're inside that $2,100 buffer, right, you can withdraw 60% of your profits, right? But if you're above the 2,100, it's like if it get complicated, but I don't feel like going through all that, right? But this is your buffer. Just like with Apex got a buffer also, right? And it's whatever your challenge was. Like for my funded futures, you got to make 3,000 to pass, right? With that 50K, right? With Apex, the math easy for me on the 25K because that's all I be buying. I don't be buying more than the 25K. But to pass a 25K, right? To pass a 25K, all you got to do is make 1,500 to pass, right? Right? All you got to do is make 1,500 to pass for a 25K, right? But once you get in the PA account, the buffer is 1,600, meaning $100 above whatever the profit goal was. So your buffer is 1,600 for the 25K, right? Whereas over here, you got to make 3,000 to pass, but the buffer is 2,100. So you don't have to make the full 3,000 again over here. You just got to get above the $2,100 buffer, right? You got to get above the $2,100 buffer. So if you're like let me see, 50K, right? And 50K. So if you get in 50, right? You got a 50K account, right? You got a $50,000 account, right? And let's say you make $1,500, right? You make $1,500, right? So you're under that 52-1 buffer, right? You're under that 52-1 buffer. So that means you can only take out 60% of that 1500, right? You can only take out 60% of that 1500 because you're under that 2100, right? And you got to take out a minimum of 1,000 when you withdraw. Okay, so if it's a what's the name, right? So, and this is the part that be like making it really confusing, because they tell you, hey, you got all this stuff, you just got to get this before you can start taking it out. And it be like real confusing on these pages and be driving me crazy, right? Because that's why I don't be liking a lot of these companies, because they be making it super hard. That's why I like it when it be on the page where they just show you exactly what it is and don't be trying to like map it out with all these buffer zones and all of that right there. But I done got to rambling on all this other junk. Consistency, right? So yeah, you make $200 a day, right? So this sheet right here make it easy for you to know when you're meeting your consistency rule, right? Right. So I'm just gonna keep putting 200 in, right? So that's 2 days, right, of 200, right? Right now, 200 is 50% of my $400 total, right? So right now I'm not meeting the consistency rule because I had two $200 days. So 2 days, you know what I'm saying, 200 a day, 200 is 50% of that, right? So now if I go another 200 there, now I've met the 40% consistency rule, right? Because I got 3 trading days, I made $300. I made $200 per day. So now 200 is less than 40% of 600, right? So I'm meeting the consistency rule right now, but I still can't request no withdrawal because I haven't met the days rule. Like I ain't traded enough days yet, right? I haven't traded enough days. So the consistency rule is just that 1 day can't be more than 40% of your overall total. Because if I come in here and make a $500 day, now I don't meet the consistency rule, right? Because like I've made $1,100 over 5 days, right? And then it says right here, it's telling me my most profits in 1 day has to be less than $440, right? And then how much it said how much does the account balance need to be to meet the rule, right? So since these are my trading days, right, my account balance it needs to be up to 1250, right? And my most profit got to be less than 440 over there, right? And if I put in 430 on that day, now my balance is 1530, and I'm meeting the consistency rule again because I made 430 that day, right? And it said it had to be less than this amount, right? And then now it's telling me my balance can be less than that amount, and I can still make the consistency rule, right? Right? If I put in 600 that day, I'm still making the consistency rule, and it's showing me how much I can make to stay within that consistency rule of having a 40%, right? Having 40%. Then if I go in there and have a spiral day and I lose $1,000, now I'm not making the consistency rule anymore, right? I ain't making the consistency rule no more because my largest day is 600, and the amount of balance that I got left is, so my balance need to be at least 1500 to be meeting my consistency rule again, right? If I go in and make 450, now you see it's saying I'm making the consistency rule again because, you know, it's like I don't have 1 day that's larger than my total. I mean, that's larger than 40% of my total balance, right? That's what the consistency rule is. I know it took me a month of Sundays to get to it. Hopefully you still watching. Hopefully you still watching. Because it took me forever to get to the consistent rule because I got all sidetracked looking at all the other stuff about the buffers and stuff. But a lot of that stuff changed. It's like a lot of it changed, and I don't think a lot of it is still the exact same for this right here. Do we got anything else from anybody? Do we have anything else from anybody? I already posted that spreadsheet, Kashaya. I posted that already. You say you prefer Apex over my funded futures? Yes, when you're in the sim funded account with my funded futures, that's when you get payouts. You got to use Rise. You got to set up a Rise account. Set up a. I would say when you start trying to do the when you go through and do your eval, like it go through the what they call it. They don't call it the eval. Whatever the eval process is for my funded future, when you start doing it, once you pass it, like soon as you pass it, I say set up your Rise account. It's not gonna cause what happens is once you get challenged, right? Once you pass the challenge, and then when you get to the level where you can request a payout, that's when they unlock the thing to do the know your trader, know your customer, know your client, KYC. That's when they unlock it to do the know your client. And when you do the know your client, then you got to connect your Rise account to my funded futures, and then they got to, you know what I'm saying, all of that's got to get approved, and it take like a couple days for that to happen. You see what I'm saying? And like because Rise got to verify your bank account, and then once they verify your bank account, they put like a penny in your bank account, and then once they do all that and set that up, then you got to connect it to my funded futures, and once you connect it to my funded futures, then once they get everything connected up, then you can request your payout. So I say soon as you pass the challenge, go ahead and set up your Rise account on the Rise Pay thing. And then when you get to the point where you're ready to make a withdrawal, then it'll open up the know your client. And then when you do your know your client, then you can immediately connect it to your my funded futures, and your whole Rise thing is already done. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't got to wait extra days, because they're not, my funded futures ain't gonna let you do it until you get ready for a payout, right? But I like Apex because Apex just goes into my account. They do like ACH deposits. They don't go through Rise. Like with my funded futures, it goes into your Rise account, and then you got to transfer it from your Rise account into your bank account. So it's, you know what I'm saying, it's just like a middleman there, but ain't no big deal. Can I send a question in private? I don't have any way to do private on for Apex. Do you do the Rhythmic one? Yes, I use Rhythmic on Apex, and I just trade it through. Like when you use now, if you use Rhythmic, it's better to trade from your desktop with NinjaTrader, because you got to download Rhythmic and have that on your computer, and then you can just link it through NinjaTrader, right? If you want to trade like from your phone using like, cause Tradeovate is a part of NinjaTrader too, but the Tradeovate one, I think you can trade like through, I don't know. I use Rhythmic because I trade from my desktop, and I use NinjaTrader to trade, right? With Tradeovate, I use Tradeovate with my funded futures right? And I trade through Ninja Trader, or I can trade through TradingView, because my funded futures got the TradingView interaction, right? So I sometimes I'll trade from my phone on on the Tradeovate accounts through my funded futures. You know, so I trade from my phone through TradingView, but I use Rhythmic because I trade with Ninja Trader from my desktop. And what was I fun to say? I have Lorraine, if you have Discord, you can DM me on Discord, like send me a friend request, or you can send me a DM on Instagram at the new TLR, and I don't check it a lot, but I will check it. Hey, I see you right here. I often say I will check it today because I don't check it a lot. It should be there. Yeah, it should be there. Yeah, it should be there. It's that I got that. Yeah, I got that option set up. It should be. It should. Let me check it. I think yeah. Yeah, it should be there. Because I do it through WAP. This is my first time doing anything with WAP, and I ain't gonna hold you. I was like a little confused. I was reaching out to my nephew. I'm like, nephew, you got to help Unc out, man. I don't know what this WAP is asking me to do. So, let me see here. Payment methods. Let me see. No, that's what the people did. Let me see. See, I ain't really versed at this WAP thing. All right. Yeah, when I go there, it's there. Yeah, when I go through the link, it's there. Yeah, so you should be good. It's there, Lorraine. When I go through the link, it's there. It like when I click the link, it's got two at the top. It's like it's just two at the top. When I clicked there, it was like on the right. The second was to the right. It was like it was there. Yeah, it was there. And remember what I said. Remember what I said. If it was me, right? Let me come here. Go full screen. Remember what I said. If it was me. If it was me. If it was me. It's like a join button down here, right? Now I click that join button. Sign up to be a black spider for $7.99 a month. And then once I get into the Discord, I go to the announcement section and get that 75% off code. Then I go to the link and I use that 75% off code and get it for $250. Right? And that'd be $250, $79. I know they probably on algos, and back in the day they ain't used to charge tax on the internet, but I know they're gonna hit you with some tax. But you know what I'm saying, you hit that $250, that'd be $250, that'd be $258 as opposed to $500. See that? I said, look, y'all welcome Lorraine to the gang gang. Lorraine, what you gotta do? Go to on YouTube, right? On YouTube, when you go to you got to go to your member section, right? We're gonna walk you through it here. Right. Go, let me share my screen. I got to share my screen. Right. When you go to your channel, right? When you go to your channel, right? You go over here to your membership tab over here, right? When you click on your membership tab, this is the membership section here. This right here is like scroll down till you see this. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm gonna put it to the top. I'm gonna put it to the top. Okay. Copy that. All right. I'll make a new post. Make it for members, all channel members. All right. And then let me see. I got to find that picture. I don't know what that picture is. I did that like a month ago, I said. I need to find, matter of fact, let me see. Can I save this? All right. Paste that. Image. All right. I almost did it public. Remember that time I did it public and people started flocking into the Discord? All right. So go over there, right? I just put this in the member section, right? Go in there and go to this thing. If you got to click read more, because it's going to be a thing, right? And you accept that invite link, right? And when you accept the invite link, when you come in, there's going to be a welcome channel, right? And you got to click that muscle. Like inside the Discord, this is what you're going to see here. Like when you come into the welcome channel, when you click that, when you accept it, you're going to come into the welcome. Right now it says 92, right? You want to click on that muscle right there and make it say 93. And once you do that, then I could put you into the black spider tier, right? And then once I put you in the black spider tier, you'll be able to see up here where it says announcements, and you just go in there, and then the coupon code is inside there, right? That you got to use for the 75% off. But go to your YouTube page, right? Go to your membership section, right? Either membership or communities, whichever one, right? You click on, right? And then you're gonna hit read more. And there's a Discord link in there. Click on that Discord link. And once you click on that Discord link and accept it, then come inside here and click that muscle right there so that it changes to 93. And then once it changes to 93, then I'll be able to go in and put you into your right tier. And then you'll be able to get in and get the 75% off discount code. And then you'll be in like Flynn if you want to take advantage of the boot camp. But if you don't want to take advantage of the boot camp, that's cool too. Welcome to the gang gang. We got weekly Q&As. The Black Spiders, you have a Q&A on the first and the third Sunday, right? So that means tomorrow you'll be at 7 p.m. Pull up inside the third Sunday Q&A channel right over here where it's a third Sunday Q&As. Pull up in there at 7 p.m. and you'll be welcomed into your first weekly Q&A. All right. You'll be welcomed into your first weekly Q&A. Appreciate you for tapping in with us. Do we got anything else before we get out of here? John B., I cannot help you make a gazillion fulfillion dollars. I cannot help you with that. With or without the boot camp, Tim is fine. I appreciate that, Ronnie. I cannot help you make a gazillion fulfillion dollars, right? I'm trying to make a gazillion fulfillion dollars myself. I'm trying to make a gazillion fulfillion dollars myself, right? Gang, that's our new thing now. We out here before we was trying to build a new Wakanda together, but now we trying to make a gazillion fulfillion dollars. A gazillion fulfillion. That's what we make it out here. Hey man, I don't see nothing in the chat. Ain't nobody in the Discord talk about nothing, so we're gonna go ahead and call it, man. We've been on here for quite some time now. Hopefully this helps somebody. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to pop on and talk about the boot camp, since it's the last day for 50% off for non-gang members. And hopefully I provided a little bit of value with talking about understanding order flow a little bit, and understanding bias a little bit, and understanding market maker models and a little bit. So to the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet, y'all be safe out here in these trading streets, man. It's your boy, Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's Big Spot if you don't hablo español. Black Spiders, mentees, third Sunday Q&A tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pull up with your hard-hitting questions. I think you did it right, too, because I saw that just pull up, right? I think you did it right, too. So let me go put you over here inside the, yes, I see it say 93, right? And then it says one new member, and it says Lorraine, so I ain't got to guess nothing about who you are. Now put you in the Black Spiders because it says you signed up for Black Spiders. Boom. So now you should be able to see the Black Spider tier. You should be able to see all the tiers that Black Spiders can see. Now, Lorraine, I ain't gonna hold you, right? The boot camp, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's gonna be a wonderful thing. But like Ronnie said, with or without the boot camp, hey, we do our thing over here in the gang. It ain't no call out service. It ain't no trade room. You know what I'm saying? All we do is we work together to understand how to read price action and how to apply it, how to engage with the market educatedly. We ain't guessing. We ain't wondering. We know why we getting in. We know why we getting out. Right? But, you know, I will appreciate you tapping into the mentorship. I mean, into the boot camp, if you really think it'll help you. Appreciate you for tapping into the Black Spiders. Welcome to the gang, man. Y'all tell Lorraine welcome to the gang, man. I appreciate you. Hey, man, that's it. Black Spiders mentees, I see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Everybody else, I'll see you Monday at 6 p.m. for the aftermarket, the intraday market recap. Mentees, I'll see you again Monday for the tape reading session at 9 o'clock a.m. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, man. Again, Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande, Big Spot if you don't all bless Spain. Yo, y'all be safe out here in these trading streets, man. Gone. Yeah. Isn't she lovely? Why can't I eat?